10. Popcorn and Black Thing. On the way to the dungeon of Nihanium in the morning, I was chewing on the slight happiness I felt after waking up in the morning, and somehow remembering what happened before. I remember when I first came to this world. A few days before that day, I had not been feeling well. I was feeling dizzy, and I found myself having moments of blackouts. Still, I was working, using nutritional drinks and the like. I went to work in the morning that day, and it started to get really hard around the end of the workday, but I still couldn't finish, so I worked until after the last train. The next moment, I was dropped by a slime. It's kind of incomprehensible when I think back and try to put it into words, isn't it? It's like, oh my God, am I in a dream? I think, am I in a dream? I decided not to think about it, because it didn't seem to answer my question. In the meantime, I arrived at the dungeon of Nihanium. I checked the ability on the now board. 1/2. Level. 1/1. HPS. MPF. Strength C. Strength F. Intelligence F. Spirit F. Speed F. Dexterity F. Luck F. Dash 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 dash. He's still at level 1, but his strength is steadily increasing thanks to the seeds. I'll give it my best again today. With that in mind, I went inside and came to the second basement floor of a limestone cave-like cavern. I soon came across a zombie. The zombies attacked me as usual, grunting and groaning. From yesterday's gorilla, I took out the drop from the haggling thing that people in this world don't drop with their mouths. Pang! The sound of the explosion was deafening, and the smoke of the blast was deafening to my nose, and my hands were tingling. And then, the zombie's head was blown off. In my right hand is a revolver pistol, which is not found in this world. The gorilla dropped this pistol and a lot of bullets. Today I'm going to try my hand at hunting for seeds. The zombie that blew his head off with one shot died as it was and became a seed. I picked up the seed, increased my strength by 1, and looked for more zombies. I found a zombie in the distance. It was about 20 meters away. I raised my gun and fired. And hit it in the shoulder. I quickly fired a second shot at the staggering zombie, this time hitting it in the head with a solid headshot. 2 zombies already, this might be quick once I get used to it. Now for the seed. Whoa! As I went to pick them up, the wall suddenly collapsed and zombies emerged from it. The zombie attacked me by surprise, and tried to bite me with its mouth open. The zombie tried to bite me open-mouthed. I forcefully pulled him off and kicked him in the front. The zombie bent over and flew away like it had been hit by a truck. These guys are not going to die from this. I quickly raised my gun. Uh-oh. From behind, too, you. I slammed another zombie that was clinging to my back into the ground with a forceful back slap. He readies his gun, this time pulling the trigger. Pang, pang. The zombie at my feet and the zombie I kicked far away, both heads blown off. I barely managed it for a moment. I picked up 2 seeds, increased my strength by 2, and went around the dungeon some more. I tried out the combination of gun shooting and fighting, which my body had been learning over the past few days, and killed the zombies. By mid-afternoon, my strength was up to B. We left Nihanium and headed to Tellurium to join Emily. The guns were useful and powerful. At first I was worried about whether it would work on monsters because of the world like this. But since the gun physically sends lead bullets flying at a very fast speed, it usually worked pretty well. I was wondering what to do with my weapon after my bamboo spear broke, but now I don't have to think about it anymore. The problem is the bullets. Yesterday, the number of bullets dropped from the gorilla along with the gun was just under 200. That's quite a few in a normal life, but the truth is that I've already shot about 50 rounds in the morning. If I don't do anything, I'll run out soon, I have to replenish. I guess it's a haggling thing after all. Somehow I thought so. I'm kind of starting to understand the rules of the game. I was the only one to get a touchable seed from the Nihonium that everyone said didn't drop. And the Hagremono that said it wasn't worth it to fight because it didn't drop dropped guns and bullets from the other side of the world. The common keyword is, no drop. Hagremono are monsters that leave the dungeon and attack the city. Of course it's better if they don't appear, but I'm expecting it, that's what I'm hoping for. The second basement floor of the Tellurian, there I waited a little. It's not coming. He's not coming. I met up with Emily, hunted one of the sleeping slimes and dropped a carrot. We waited for Eve with it, but she never showed up. When Eve didn't show up, Emily looked worried. What's the matter? She had her own reasons. She doesn't come every day. Yes, sir. I'm going to save this carrot, in case I come home and open the door and he's in there. After I said that, I imagined the scene and got a little anxious. When I got home, I found Eve waiting for the carrot and she had broken in and was waiting for me inside. I was a little scared because I could imagine the scene so realistically. I put the carrots away in my luggage. Well, let's go downstairs today. Are we going? Yeah, I've got weapons and my strength has gone up from a C to a B. I've got more fighting power. Now that my combat power has increased, I thought I'd give it a shot. Yes, sir. Emily followed along, smiling. Emily is a power fighter who wields a huge hammer despite her small stature, and she is as strong as a gorilla. She is such a comforting character that just being with her makes you feel at ease. I went down to the third basement floor with Emily. Have you been here before, Emily? No, I haven't. I only know the names of the monsters and their drops. I only know the monster's name and drop. What's it like? The monster is a croc slime and the drop is a pumpkin. What does Kokoro mean by slime again? I know what a pumpkin is. Sprouts, carrots, and other vegetables that drop in normal dungeons are rather normal. Everything in this world is produced in dungeons, and what is produced in dungeons itself is normal. I don't know if you can get a tuna when you kill a gorilla in a dungeon, but the drop itself is normal. So I think the pumpkins that drop here are also normal. And if you want a normal pumpkin, you can go to. I glanced at Emily. A smiling, petite girl, a girl who creates a warm room and cooks food that warms the body and soul. Yes, she would do it. I had a little bit of hope. After walking for a while, a coccolithic slime or something like that appeared. The form is a slime. However, its size is tiny and its body is shiny black. Unlike the slimes on the 2 floors above, they don't bounce around, but crawl on the ground, making a cracking sound as they move. The air solidified. The air has hardened. Turning to the side, Emily stares at the shiny black slime. Her expression is still smiling, but something is different. But something is different. Emily. Yoda-san? Yes, yes. I'm going to kill her. Something scary, Emily-san. Emily held up her hammer with a smiling face. The hammer was small and huge as usual, but it was scarier than ever before. A shiver ran down my spine. Emily rushed forward, dragging the hammer with her. It was her first time. I've never made the first move against a slime before, Emily. Emily swung the hammer down, and it felt like the whole dungeon shook. The ground cracked as the hammer struck, and there it was. Grizzly, Grizzly. Emily pressed down on the hammer and grizzled the ground. Emily, you don't have to do that. What are you talking about, Mr. Yoda? Emily turned around, smiling. If you don't kill this many people, the tragedy will spread. What are you talking about, Yoda? Her voice trailed off. The first thing to do is to make sure that you have a good idea of what you're doing, and then you can do it. This floor is not good, let's go back upstairs. Just as I was thinking that, I heard a crack between the hammer and the cracked ground. A coccolithic slime came out. It was a small slime, and it was a small slime. That's enough, Emily, let's go back. Mr. Yoda. What? You may hate me, but you will not hate the drop. I don't hate you. Stop hating me before I hate you. Ah. The hammer is lowered again with a tremendous spirit. It accurately caught the coccolithic slime and shook the dungeon further. Poof. A pumpkin the size of a basketball appeared from where the slime had been, the same size as the shiny black thing the hammer had leapt up on. And Emily's mood returned to normal. I'm glad we were able to take it down before things got any worse. Emily, let's go back upstairs. I feel like a carrot today. Yes, sir. Emily moved the hammer away and retrieved the pumpkin. Then we both started walking back upstairs. But a pumpkin this size from that little slime? That moment when it dropped, it was similar to the scene when the popcorn burst. It would have been a little more interesting if it didn't look like a shiny black thing. I'm thinking. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Scrinkle, 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 scrinkle. Just as I returned to the stairs leading to the upper floor, a large number of coccolithic slimes appeared. If you see one, think there are 30 of them. That's exactly what this scene was like. Mr. Yoda. What? I may not be able to turn back into a person. Wait, don't be hasty. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of this. The air changed again, and I forced myself in front of Emily. I'll take care of it. Never, never. Guns up, aim at the slime. Pan, pan, pang. At this moment, I was more focused than ever. Pang, pan, pan. I fired my gun messily, sharpening my concentration, slaughtering slimes one by one, killing them as fast as I could. All the bullets hit, all of them smashed right through the middle of the slime. Ho ho. I was relieved, because I felt Emily's air softly return behind me. But right after that, the slime was then turned into a pumpkin. A pumpkin dropped from the slime, like a burst of popcorn. And, probably thanks to my drop S, a pumpkin much larger than Emily's, about the size of a balance ball, dropped at once. The bursting pumpkins instantly blocked the way home. Ironically, killing the slime in an instant had the effect of trapping us on the third basement floor, which was teeming with coccolithic slimes. After that, I tried my best to quiet Emily down until Eve appeared, smelling the carrots and cracking open a pile of pumpkins with a single chop. 3 floors below the Tellurian basement. I had to make sure I never brought Emily back again.